Okay, let me tell you a story about one of the dolphins. When I first used to go, a female dolphin was in the tank with 3 other females that had babies at the same time.
This is San Diego SeaWorld?
Yes, San Diego. I never been anywhere else. And all 3 dolphins got on really well, and everybody worked together really well as a group. And after the babies got to a certain age, they decided to pull a few of the dolphins out and transfer them over to another part of the park where they do interactions where you can go in with the tanks and then also with babies. So what they decided to do, they tried to take all the babies and put them in the show, and then take a few of the dolphins and put them in the back so that they can be part of the interaction group. Well, they had pulled her, put her in the back.
Who's her?
Penny. No, she's dead now. But they put her over there, and then they brought her, like maybe a year or so later, they bring her back to the same group, and nobody accepted her, and they harassed her, pushed her to the back. She wouldn't come out to eat. They'd always have to go in the back and feed her. She wouldn't come out because she was so harassed by all the other dolphins. Well, then they put her back again because she had gotten pregnant and had another baby, and somehow that baby died over in the back. But it was because she was I don't know if she was negligent. This is the part I don't understand. But I know
what was the word?
She was negligent of the baby because she was going through depression. But I don't know in what way, and I don't quite know how the baby died. I was told these different stories, but I don't know what is accurate and what is not. All I know is something happened to her back there after the baby died, and her fin was cut off. And then they put her back in population. It had already healed and everything, so part of her fin was missing, and the dolphins were still harassing her. And then I hadn't gone for a while, and I go back, and she was a young dolphin, and somehow she had died.
Why did they take her out of?
That's why.
To begin with, why did they take her?
Because they rotate dolphins so much, and they don't realize that if you're gonna have a pod of dolphins and you have a pod that's working, keep them together. Because some of the same with like I work with dogs. I work with dogs heavily, and if you have a pack of dogs and you keep rotating dogs, usually they do pretty okay. But they when you have a very insecure dog who gets picked on by other dogs and they're doing well in a pack, you keep them in that pack. You don't move them to a different pack where they're going to get beat up on. And that's what they did with her. She got beat up on and harassed, and I think she died of depression. But I don't know. I just know she died. I just don't know how she died. But things like that. And I was like, it's just really irritating. They constantly move dolphins that shouldn't be moved, and they need to be staying in their pod. Same with the orcas. They're moving them too much, and it's ruining their whole mental state.
Separating the moms and the babies.
That's not even the moms and the babies. There's whales
just the pod.
that bond. I mean, just like humans, we bond with certain people, and then all of a sudden you're ripped apart from your best friend. I mean, seriously, you're ripped apart from your child. I mean, yeah, the whale is like 5 years of age, but that is still it's like ripping a 5-year-old child from its mother. Exact same.
Yeah.
So the whole ripping of animals apart they need to not touch it because it's not good for the poor animals.